I wish the RBMA model got copied by other brands because it was a supplement to good work that was already been done by interesting people in underground music globally. It helped enable like loads of different things that wouldn't have been able to happen. So shows, people getting visas, collaborations. Um, I got to work with them using their studios for free. We recorded the Swindle No More Normal album there and the TQD UKG, most of it there too. Those wouldn't have been possible without that free studio time and the space and the support that we got from the engineers and staff there. And when I post things like this, people just think, oh, it's like an evil drinks brand. I don't give a monkeys about the drinks brand or what they're trying to sell. No one ever told us to hashtag add anything or sit next to a can or do anything weird. What they were doing was backing interesting people, interesting ideas, and they were already in the spaces selling the drink anyway. What I would like to see other brands are already in the space selling drinks, especially, is like have mechanisms of giving back at a meaningful level outside of campaigns, outside of like selling a particular flavor of a drink. It's like actually, you know, we're in the club every day or every night. You're drinking our product. We want to find ways to give back meaningfully. It would be nice, like if we got to a place where we felt the power that venues could be like, we're not going to stock your drink if you're not really investing into the culture again. And I don't think we're there yet. Hopefully, you know, if someone was to take on that mantle of what RBMA did, so the academies, studios, global events, real paid jobs for like people in music culture, there'll be so many different models and ways you can do it that it's not even worth me getting into how many different ways you can do it. But imagine there was 10 of that kind of model. Maybe one is more like kind of hip hop based, maybe one is more like electronic music based, maybe one's more band based, maybe those things speak to each other sometimes. There's so much more that can be done. Like I'll give you an example of like just how imbalanced things are in the live space right now. You can pay to go out maybe like £6 or £7 or £10, and to buy a drink it might be like £11. So sometimes, you know, I go to see a band or an artist or a DJ and I pay more to like drink a beer or to drink like a rum and coke than like the ticket to get in. And I just think that's like messed up. Obviously the bar's got to make money, the venue's got to make money. It's been a hard 2 years, but ultimately a drinks company way further out of this culture and that's not really putting anything back in is benefiting. And they're making loads and loads of money. And to them, like what we need for support would be tiny, tiny, tiny amounts. And I guess brands broader than kind of drinks companies outside the culture, like if they're selling, you know, shoes or t-shirts or whatever it's going to be, it's like, okay, there is like reasons to do campaign to campaign things, but if you're going to be part of music in a meaningful way, then have something just running alongside what you're doing, alongside these campaigns. Speak to artists, speak to management teams and say, what do you need to make, you know, your ideas better or to back things that you're already doing? Like some of the time I see like really cool stuff happening and it just needs that financial injection, maybe a bit more production staff and better venues and maybe better producers and stuff on board. That's all it needs. It doesn't need, I don't know, like a hashtag ad moment, squeezing a bottle in, a panel talk and all this other like noise with it. It just needs to amplify good work that's already been done. So a lot of like the kind of criticism and get back with this stuff too is, oh, it's corporates involved in music. Corporates already involved in music. They're here whether you like it or not. So I'd want to get the best use out of the corporates and people being in that space. Good people work at corporates. We know this. There's music fans all over like every major company. So let's utilize their expertise and their resources. A lot of people say that grassroots organizations and you know small teams and independent labels are the way to do it. Yeah, no doubt. But independent labels and grassroots organizations and collectives don't have millions of pounds and can't activate things globally generally. So I'm not saying that this should distract from any independent movement. I'm not saying this should stop, you know, governments or arts council investing in art. This is on top of what's already there to continue good work happening and to make things that are impossible possible again. You know, I'm speaking to artists all over the world through the squares, and it's a shame. Like people are just locked out of Europe financially because of visas and all this kind of stuff. You bring in global brands, and that helps unlock that. All these different parts of the world that are being consumed because of the internet now, like say like Amapiano, for example, and they're not able to take full advantage and travel as freely as Europeans do. And something like a big brand, drinks company, whatever it's going to be, can help unlock that. So what is next? Like how do you move forward this conversation? I get asked questions by brands all the time. Most of the time is, can you do this? This is the money. If you don't want to do it, we'll ask someone else. And at this point of my life, career, you know, the energy I'm putting into this project and other projects, it's just not good enough. Like, I'll just say it, it's not good enough. You want to be involved earlier. You want to be like involved in the design of things. When things are being brought to artists, you would want them to have like an impact on what they're going to be putting on their social media. Like this week, I've seen people posting pictures with like drinks bottles and like hashtag ads. And I think, you know, I'm not begrudging of people getting their money, but it's like, let's do something better. We can do something cooler. We're dealing with artists. Artists have got ideas. Let's empower them and find ways of, you know, meeting the brand's needs or the company's needs, and also pushing the music forward and the art forward, and not making this space just an advert or just a vessel to sell some other crap that no one cares about. I really, really want to do some cool stuff with organizations, brands, people, other artists that doesn't involve this like just short-term campaign stuff, like really long-term building of things that are going to be there way beyond you know, this Square project or any kind of artist being relevant or not relevant. So those are some early thoughts. I'm going to continue this thread, and let me know what you think. Peace.